This is one of those movies where we hear this all the time. These movies where they want to explain superpowers or telekinesis by saying, "Oh, the human brain only uses, the average person only uses about 10% of their brain," and once you go beyond that, well, you can start to make shit float, and you can levitate, and you can fly, you can make people blow up, and all kind of stuff. That premise right there, while it's stale, there have been some people who were able to come out and do something with it.
Yes, limitless.
Yeah, exactly. Limitless. And then there's some movies where they kind of hint at that, but they don't really say it, but you know what's going on, but they still make it good. Something like Chronicle.
Yeah.
But no, Luc Besson.
Sometimes they shit the bed.
It's almost like they know it's bullshit. So the movie wants to sit down and explain to you. It's like, okay, you've heard this all before, but you know what? You haven't heard it in this kind of detail.
It's almost like an aggressive sales presentation.
They have Morgan Freeman, the greatest narrator ever. You have to actually sit in a class with him for about 20 minutes of this movie. I'm not talking about, anything flashy. I'm not talking about him showing you cool slides all the time and anything. No,
a college lecture.
It's Morgan Freeman sitting down. We use 10% of our brains, but if you use 20% or 30%, you'll be able to do some cool shit. It's like, hey, man.
I love how even like one character says like, so has this been scientifically proven? Well, no, but we speculate. And at that point, everybody should just got up and left and gone their real class.
Even Morgan Freeman, like he was put on the spot. He's like, man, science actually proved this. Well, just take off running. Professor, has this been scientifically proven? Well, shoot that motherfucker right there. What'd I say? No, it's they not only does the movie spend a whole lot of time trying to over-explain the premise, but because it is such a basic action movie that it's barely 90 minutes long.
I know.
It is 87 minutes long, and because of that, the movie is nothing but car chases and shootouts. That's pretty much all it is. They know this, so what do? Oh man, we don't have a whole hour and a half. Let's get all the stock footage we can fucking find.
Oh my God.
And pad the movie out with it. Every time we talk about the Chinese mob about to grab Scarlett Johansson, let's show a leopard hunting an antelope or whatever the fuck he was going after.
A gazelle.
In the first 15 minutes of the movie, they have this great balance of suspense and humor all at the same time.
True.
When the mob actually grabs Scarlett Johansson in this scene right here, you're kind of scared at first.
Because she sells it.
But
that fear, she sells that.
She is sweating her ass off. I think I even heard her farting a little bit every now and then.
She's not the Black Widow in this at all.
It's almost like Luc Besson actually threw her in the middle of China and had the mob kidnap her.
Right.
And she didn't even fucking know. She didn't know that they were actually filming a movie.
Right.
And she sells it, but at the same time, they managed to believably alleviate that fear with a little bit of humor, as you'll see in this clip right here.
What is this?
It's the code to open the case.
Code?
Yeah, how do you know?
Yeah.
What's really in here?
Nothing dangerous.
I love when Asian people get mad because they start getting mad like a motorcycle. They start out, they got to rev up their anger.
Completely bored and then just go to just yelling at the top of their lungs.
It's like a motorcycle that has to get started up. They're like, yeah, goddamn.
It's like, man, I can't understand what you're saying, right?
God, you know what? I even think like he's trying to yell in Asian, but I think I heard a goddamn it in there. Goddamn it, somebody kicked him in his nuts right there.
Right.
But that guy right there, that's that actor's name, Min Sik Choi. I like that dude, man.
Yeah.
I like that dude a lot because he's a bad guy in the movie, but he's one of those, see, like right there, look at him. He's like, man, I don't have time for this shit.
Right.
He's evil just because he's got shit to do. You know what I mean? It's like he's like, look, I'm so busy that if I have to ask you twice, I'm just gonna shoot you. I'm just gonna put a bullet in your ass.
It would spare me time to shoot you rather than to ask you and have you go, huh?
Oh yeah.
Again.
And if he likes you, he won't shoot you, but he always has that henchman to sit up there and slap the shit out of you if you ask something twice.
Yeah.
Like he'll sit up there and be like, who's on it? Huh? What the fuck, man? Once she starts gaining her powers, Scarlett Johansson, she's not a sympathetic character anymore because she spends the rest of the movie with a blank expression on her face. That's it. Now, I thought, and again, here we go with Corey makes his own movie. Now, I thought that this might have been slightly better had she been growing into her powers. And as she's doing that, she's becoming more scared. She's growing into them, but she really doesn't know what's happening with her. She doesn't know if she's going to die. And when she spends all the movie looking like this, like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. You know, it's kind of like, okay, well, what am I supposed to feel for you? So I thought there's a lot of potential here, but they dropped the ball in many ways, man.
I certainly agree that the first 10 or 15 minutes of it started out really well. And it had a lot to promise, suspense, all that stuff. Everything you said had me like, oh, shit. The movie that this is closest to is Transcendence. That Johnny Depp movie from the earlier this year.
Oh yeah,
and even had Morgan Freeman in it. It's almost the same role. The guy who knows everything. And this movie, I would say it's a disappointment, but that would be an insult to other disappointments. When I talk about shit in the bed, this movie went from like, hey, this could be all right, to like, wow, this is one of the worst things I've seen this year. It's an artsy action movie, but it never blends together. It's artsy, but it's action, and the artsy stuff is actually silly. And guess what? The action stuff ends up being dull after a while and kind of silly too. And the ending of this, whereas I was just like, wow, I'm gonna give this a low rental. The end made me go like, you know what? Fuck you.
Really?
Yeah.
So not just bullshit, but fuck you is what you gonna
All right,
get?
you know what? Because of how good the first 15 minutes was, I'll give it bullshit. The audience that comes out loving everything, they were all like, what?
I see what these movies are doing, and y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop doing this. You get some bullshit ass plot and some bullshit ass premise, and then you bring Morgan Freeman to come in and try to make it sound like ain't nobody falling for that shit.
Yeah, right.
All right, we done heard Morgan Freeman. All that shit about Morgan Freeman can read a phone book and we listen, no, we will not.
No.
Morgan,
you know what? A phone book isn't written as stupidly as this.
Hell, Morgan Freeman ain't even he ain't even buying his own shit no more.
He's not.
Look at he's even like look at he's like right now looking like I don't even.
You see all those zeros back there? That's how much he's getting paid. That's what he's focusing on.
Yeah.
Just think about the number.
Yeah.
So you can get through this train.
He's like, yeah, time to get another house for this bullshit right here. God damn, he even ain't buying this shit right now. He's like, come on, y'all, quit calling me for this shit. And here's my biggest thing about the movie. You got these Chinese mobsters killing all these people, and you got Lucy here, who has the ultimate power, who is so strong, and the only thing you got going for in this movie for you after a while is that, oh shit, that's all right. Y'all keep killing people. I can't wait till Lucy get your ass. And the bad guys never get their comeuppance, man.
Yeah, they really don't.
And when when they do, a lot of times it's not even about Lucy.
I know.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. This is bullshit, man.
I was like, come on. Why are you holding back?
Well, your telekinetic powers are strong, man, because I was going to go for a rental.
No.
But you finally got in my head, Martin. Yeah, this shit right here.
Come on. When he got to the last frame, you can't tell me you weren't going, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, I like that one person that you always got one person at the movie theater who goes to these screenings and they don't get to see a movie that much and they just happy to be there. They're gonna clap after everything.
I know.
Man, you can tell. You can even tell when a clap is confused. That shit is off singing. Fuck it, I don't know. They don't even know what the fuck that is, man. Yeah, this movie talking about using more than 10% of your brain. Whoever wrote this shit, it was Luc Besson. He used about 1% of his brain to do this shit.
Exactly.
Get the fuck out of here. Come on, man.